Amazing audience, we are live. We are currently in downtown Portland. Exactly, where are we, Tiffany?
We're in the Pearl District.
We're in the pool. I understand it's a new district, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're here. Tiffany is Golden. I mean, her name is Tiffany Golden. It's a grand opportunity to have a conversation with her. Tiffany, thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome.
Made possible by Drew Aversa, right?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, do tell
Hi,
me.
Drew.
Which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time in history?
Well, Drew and I actually met outside of my job, and he is someone that advocates for first responders. And because we are an advertising agency, we pretty much got into a discussion that led us to connect with each other. So that's how we actually became friends right outside the front of my workplace.
Oh, that's great. Well, yeah, do tell us what you do in the advertising agency, please.
I am a broadcast producer, so I make television commercials. I am like a party planner or a kitchen contractor, and I put all of the right people in a space to make the best piece of work.
That sounds good. No, your voice and your voicemail really did sound like, did you use a special mic for that? Because I listen to voice messages and they do not sound like such of a quality.
No,
This is a good idea.
that. Do we need to start over?
We're only live. It's
Okay.
all good, yeah.
Oh, we're live. No, that's just me. That's just my voice, my professional
I'm guessing
side.
people
Yeah.
would have had that opportunity right there and then to hear you without the mic, right? So
Yes,
that's great.
yes.
That's great. Who did you learn that from? That ability to produce a voice that's of a high quality, such as that?
I would just attribute that to an excellent educational foundation. Yes. Yes. So.
And that is?
I went to private school.
Okay.
From kindergarten to 8th grade and high school, and I went to a technical college. Yeah.
Who put you in that school?
My mother
Okay.
and father.
All right. Sounds like it's more of the mother part.
Well, not necessarily. My dad was the type of dad that after I was done with my schoolwork, he had an immense library out in our garage. So even though I was done with my homework that was assigned at school, he made sure that I kept reading afterwards.
Yeah.
So he told me I was going to have to be smarter than everybody, and you learn from books. So
Yeah. Sounds good. What's your father's name?
my father's name is Washington.
Ooh, big
That's his
name.
first name, Washington Golden. Yeah, he was born on George Washington's birthday, so I guess my grandma didn't like George too much, so she picked Washington.
What's one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years?
Consistently over the last 3 years, I've actually led our women's group here, the 51%. So the employee population here at this agency is 51% female. There's some differences in terms of when you get into areas of creatives. There aren't as many women, but that's changing. And the 51%, is all about building enrichment and community and just helping the women of the agencies with personal growth in their careers. So I've been able to do
What
that.
caused that deep breath?
Because it's very involved and it's very impersonal, very personal to me. So yeah.
How does it make you feel doing that?
It makes me feel good. The interesting part about it is I don't necessarily know that I was raised as with feminist principles. It was just I had a very strong mother, a very strong grandmother, and all of the women in my neighborhood worked, and my friend's mom drove the school bus, my other friend's mom was a music teacher, so I just grew up with women that had various roles in our community. So I definitely agree that we're a big contributor to a lot of places and a very important piece of the workforce. So
That's intriguing. Where did you grow up? Is it in this area?
no, I'm not from Portland, and I'm actually from Seaside, California, which is Central Coast, and right next to, it's part of the Monterey Peninsula. It's right next to Monterey, Carmel, Pebble Beach, that area.
I haven't been there yet.
Well, it's one of the most beautiful places you will ever go. If you go to California, I know people love LA and Hollywood and stuff, but you have to go to Monterey, Pacifica, and Cambria. To me, those are the best places to visit.
Is that down the I-5?
All the coast.
Is
That's
it-
the
it's
101.
the coast. Oh, the
That's your
101.
coast, yeah.
We're actually in negotiations right now. Should we do the 5, or should we do the coast?
If he loves you, he'll take you there. Tell him. It's romantic.
There we go. Now, before I go on, right, I just want to explain my sweaty look, right? I paid for a car park, right, with a card, and it was 15 minutes. It took us like 10 just to get here. So Tiffany, being golden and all, decided that we should go back and pay before we get an American ticket, right? So
yeah, you don't want that.
I ran down that side and then I ran back up here, and that's why the oil in my skin is showing now.
Nobody noticed that oil in the skin, I'm sure.
I wanted them to know. This is a grand time in history, you know. All right, well, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you into my imaginary time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water.
Okay.
What is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory was I walked into the kitchen and I looked up at my mom, and she was standing at the stove and she handed me a bottle, and it was terrible. And I know what it was. It was Pedialyte. Ooh. So yes, I will never forget that. And it was gross. And also I got into one of my mom's pots. We went to Mexico and she bought this very large pot for like a planter, and I was little and she was on the phone and I was like swirling around in the pot, and when I got out of the pot and stepped out of the pot, it cracked into 1,000 pieces. So in that moment my life flashed before my eyes because I knew that it was over for me. I'm surprised I'm here to talk to you today. So
how old were you in those two memories?
Well, the first one, I mean, I was probably under the age of 2 or 3, and then the second time around, we lived in our first house, so I was probably about 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you think that first memory is so clear?
I don't know. Maybe because it was just something different in my bottle and unexpected. But yeah, I remember that so clearly. I was like, ew, what is this? So that's not what I was going for, apparently. Yeah.
Well, it's intriguing. Can you connect that memory to who you are today?
I guess if I'm being completely transparent, I like what I like, and if I'm expecting something else than what it is, I'm gonna go for it, to get what it is that I actually want. And yeah, sometimes when I don't get the unexpected, does leave a bad taste in your mouth.
That's beautiful. Well done. Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind? I love the idea of connecting back to the conversation of your mother and the way, even your grandmother as well, even the bus driver, the place they put into your life by creating a perception of what women do. Mm-hmm. I love the connection then, therefore, of how hard times or things that you do not like tend to shape who you are, right? Giving you the choice to be or not be. So the Pedialyte is like, they could have given you all great things, but sometimes the thing that you need isn't so good to then make you stronger.
That's a great interpretation.
Oh, thank you. It's yours.
Okay.
If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Ooh, in 1992, probably some rap music I wasn't supposed to be listening to. That's kind of when I just kind of got bad, and cassette tapes had parental advisory on there. But yeah, I watched a lot of Yo MTV raps with Ed Lover and Dr. Dre back then, so we were listening to a little bit of everything.
What's one song that pops out?
Oh gosh, I don't want to. That's terrible. I'm going to be on record. No, I can't.
It is what it was. No,
I know I can't. I was listening to DJ Quick back then, so yeah, that's not good.
All right, she doesn't want to do it. All right, well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
In terms of mentorship?
I'm not sure.
Well, I try to share, of myself all the time. I always tell people whatever I have is yours. So, somewhat.
It was interesting to see how open you were to this conversation as well, to share more of who you are based on what Drew said. So I think you're walking the talk, right?
I try.
That's good. Are you married?
Not yet.
Okay, do you have children?
Not yet.
Do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes, I do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Not really, because I make TV, so
Okay,
we don't really have that much time.
How about 3 hours a week, is that?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
How about the computer, or the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Yeah. Both. Between the both of them, those are my best friends.
If you had to share with us your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Tiffany Golden, what would you say that is?
My own unique statement. Oh, I don't know. That's what I'd have to think about. There's a lot of Tiffany-isms that I put out there. I mean, I guess it just depends on the circumstances, but I always just say that we're put here for service. So, and that's what I believe. So we have to all learn to maneuver and around each other, you know, in this world. So that's just kind of the theme for what's going on right now. But I have a lot of good advice and good statements.
That's good. Can I add one?
Sure.
Tiffany, no, how did I put it? Yeah, sorry, I know what it is. Service is golden.
Yeah, service is golden.
Yeah.
I like that.
High five.
On the brown side.
Boom. Well, this is a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
No, hi. Thank you for tuning in. You have a great day.
Tiffany Golden, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Boom.